en la ciencia.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and as you guys can see, the title of this video is what we're pretty much going to be getting to, the conversation that we're going to have today. So, before we get into that, if you don't know what a scalper is, let me explain it to you. Scalpers are pretty much people who have, who are opportunistic. They have these big opportunities of making profits off of things that they like to purchase online, like the hottest things that are trending as far as shoes, gaming systems, or whatever may have you. So these guys pretty much purchase all of these hot items, then they sell them to other potential customers 2 times the price, or however much they want to sell it to a person. And what we have, the situation at hand right now, is a lot of scalpers are in groups as well. They're in groups as well, and they're all just buying PlayStation 5 consoles, and they're selling to customers who are able to afford them 2 times the price than the actual retail price that are in, stores such as Target, Walmart, Kohl's, Costco's, a lot of other places, GameStop, and what have you. And they're making some profits off of it. Now, even though if I feel it's really wrong, but it's not illegal or anything of that nature, but at the same rate, to me it's kind of, I don't want to say the word disgusting, but I want to say it's kind of unfair to other people that have been up late nights around 3 to 4 in the morning trying to get a console for their own, or maybe for their children or their nieces, nephews, whoever they're trying to get a console for. And it sucks that they can't get one, is because there's a scalper that can get, a console in quite some nanoseconds. I mean, you already have to fight off against other potential consumers and buyers, and as well as bots, because I was going through that at the same rate as well when I was trying to get a console, because I pretty much didn't get it day one, but I felt as though, second wave or third wave, where they're not really having issues with consoles, that could be the perfect time to try to get one, and I haven't got one just yet. But there was a tweet that a scalper tweeted on Twitter. I don't know the actual person who tweeted this, but I did find some information about it that a lot of people are talking to, which is on my screen over here, and I'm going to read it right now. So it says, the day came and members had feasted over 2,472 consoles secured on the day. Not with bots as the media is portraying, so they're saying. All manual. Sure, we have the advantage with our knowledge and monitors, but that's just being prepared. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Lots of our community have been furloughed, made redundant, or at some form of disadvantage due to the pandemic. These people have managed to cover their bills, put food on the table, and supply Christmas presents to their children. It may be unfortunate that a child won't wake up to a PS5 this Christmas, but another child may have woken up to nothing. And then there was a continuation on the tweet where it says they have no regrets. So, gonna give my opinion about this. First of all, when you say all of these things, and then you say you have no regrets after, it already pretty much shows how much of an a-hole you are, even though you are making profit and you are taking care of children if their Christmas is cool. But here's my thing. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. I get it. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to prepare to fail and they won't be able to get consoles, but you're one of amongst the most reasons why people can't get consoles is because you're buying a plethora amount of systems to where other people can't buy them, and you're making a profit off of it by it has to be cost much like 2 times more than what the actual retail price is, and you're making people pay a price that they really don't want to pay. A majority of people don't want to pay, but whoever has the money to get one, I'm not gonna knock them off for what they want to do, but it doesn't make sense to spend like prices over $1,000 or $1,400 or maybe $2,000, how much they're trying to make people pay for these consoles, for a ridiculous amount of a price for a gaming system that's not even worth that much. Like, I mean, should the consoles be worth more than they are? Yes, I will say that. But for someone to pay over $1,000 or anything, especially 2,000, 1,500 of that caliber, is insanely ridiculous. Because we gotta think of like the cons and the pros of these systems that we're pretty much getting in the future. Especially with speaking of consoles, well, now that we have consoles, we're just basically getting applications. You can play music, you have media, you have entertainment, and then you have your games, and then you got all of these like programs, and you know, where you can do like share your gameplay and create videos and stuff like that. But to a sense where a console is not worth over $2,000 or $1,000 at that. I would say maybe 700 to 800, maybe, but to spend over 2 times the price for that console, no. And to be honest, they're really being generous around these times, even though now that video games are going to be $70 a pop, so they're pretty much making a profit off that. Because once you buy just one console, even if it's just a lot of people buying a console, that's just a couple of people or one person just buying one console for a household, and it's not like we're gonna be buying consoles over and over again each and every year, where you're just buying mad video games each and every year a video game comes out. So when I see fail to prepare to fail, it's just that's an a-hole move to me. They're saying, they was also saying that, you know, these people have managed to cover their bills, put food on the table, and supply Christmas presents to their children. That may be so, but you got to think about the children that are not going to wake up. As you just said in the tweet, that they're going to be children that are not going to wake up to PlayStation 5. Excuse me, that's a notification on my phone. A lot of children that are not going to wake up to PlayStation 5. Sure, you may have your bills covered and all of that and whatnot, but what about the parents that stayed up long hours of the night, or were trying their hardest to get a PlayStation 5, and there may have been some that may have been tricked out of their money, or whatever reason that there is. For me personally, even if I'm trying to get a PS5, I would rather lose it to another person. I would rather lose my PlayStation 5 order to a kid that whose parents weren't able to afford it at the time when a lot of pre-orders were going around, and their parents just made enough money or saved enough money, or whatever the case may be, that they can get their child something for Christmas or whenever. I would rather lose it to that person, to that child that would get that they would get their console secured on that day to when they get it, I would rather lose it to bots rather than to a person that's trying to make people pay more for what the console is actually supposed to be retailed as. And you're just being unfair. You're just being this, you know, I can't figure out the actual. There are a lot of words that I can say, but I'm not trying to say them on here because it's just, you're taking an opportunity and you're flipping it and you're making it unfair for other people, and to me it's not right. Even if you're making a profit off of it, it's not fair. You know, of course you can afford to buy all of these systems, but if you're making people pay more than what they are, is where I have the problem. And for our kids that won't be able to wake up to play a PlayStation 5 on Christmas, or maybe in January, or whenever their parents were trying to get them the system. But even Christmas being one of the most important holidays that we all like to celebrate, and children love Christmas. And to think that their parents was going to get them a system, and then it really upsets the parents, because it makes parents feel like they may have failed, that they couldn't get their child this particular item on Christmas. Even though it's not totally a failure, it's just, dang, I really tried to get my child a gaming system this Christmas, and I can't because someone bought like a bunch of them, over 2,000 consoles, where all of those, 2,000 consoles, 2,472 consoles could have actually went to homes, to parents who have children or people that actually wanted to play the system. So for me, it's whatever. It's either I get one come around Christmas time or after. So it really doesn't matter to me when I get a PlayStation 5, because regardless, I'm going to get one. Now, they have, well, this video I was actually recording like some days ago. So this is pretty much a Thursday, December 3rd. I did a recording of this same particular video, but I also found some other news. They're trying, I think Walmart is trying a way to stop like the bots and possibly stop the scalpers from buying these consoles. Even though I really wish we can do these store pickups and in-person pickups for these consoles, but due to the pandemic, it's kind of a rough patch to even try to get a console right now, where you can only obtain one online. So yeah, hopefully in the future it will get better for everyone who wants a PlayStation 5. Would I recommend you try your hardest to get one right now? Fairly no, not really, because even though if we do have some games on the PlayStation 5, but it's not like we have like 35 PlayStation 5 games lined up for everybody to get some, because we still have other games coming within the months. So I wouldn't be that worried or that much pressed to try to get a gaming system, especially for a child. Even if you don't get one on Christmas, that child is still going to get one after Christmas, and that's going to be much of a more surprise than it is on getting on Christmas, because it's not really expected. So hopefully it just gets better in the future. I'll wait as long as I can to get one, and I hope you guys do the same as well. All right, that's going to be the wrap of this video. I want to thank you all for taking this time to listen to my opinion about the Scalpers. Remember to follow me on all my social media platforms. That's going to be in the link. All the links are going to be in the description box below. I don't know why I butcher that every time I do a video. Well, the links will be in the description box below. Give it a comment, like, share, subscribe, do all of that jazz. And I hope you guys have a good day, good night, wherever you are. And peace out. Talk to you guys later.